Welcome back to the next episode of I Make Things In. Today we're going inside Woodchuck USA to tour their factory here in Minnesota. They're a manufacturer of custom wood products and packaging. Let's go on inside and check it out. Ben, appreciate having us in.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
We're here with Ben Vanden Melenberg. He's the founder and CEO of Woodchuck USA. And I mean, what would be helpful is you could just give us quick, what is Woodchuck USA today as a company?
Yeah, totally. So we are a wood product manufacturer based in St. Paul, Minnesota. Started about 13 years ago out of the U of M. And we manufacture hundreds of thousands of custom wood products and ship them all over the world. We plant a tree for every single product that we sell through our Buy One, Plant One program.
So awesome.
Yeah.
Can we go check it out?
Let's go check it out. Let's go check it out.
Yeah. All right, Ben, we're out in the shop here. Take us through, how does the product start through to the finish here?
Almost everything we do starts out as a raw material, as either a sheet of material or a solid block of lumber. So this sheet here that you see, 4x8 sheet, this is a maple sheet. This could be turned literally into, I'm gonna show you at the end, hundreds of thousands of different products. Could be a journal, could be a box for a liquor company, could be a big sign for someone's office, could be an interiors panel for an office as well. So all different types of opportunities out of this one material. So the raw material is going to come onto a treatment table like this. It's going to get treated with a stain or a water poly, whatever is the right thing basically for the order. We're going to use this as an example. So I'm going to pick this from sales. Sales sold the project. This looks like it's a private reserve bottle. So they're going to pick the right material. It's going to come onto here, get treated, and then it's going to go onto one of the lasers. Our programmers and our scheduling team has already said, hey, what's getting cut out where? They need to know the type of material. They're going to put that material on here. It's going to get laser engraved, then cut out, and then it's going to come off. This is a fun restaurant most Minnesotans will know.
Oh yeah.
So these are kosher for parlor bar. That's what's getting cut out right now. Those will come on, get quality checked. After they're quality checked, they'll get sent to assembly. So here's actually something, this is a foam that's being cut. They're different materials. Nate is our senior designer here.
Hey.
You can tell by the mullet that he's a really good
it.
designer.
Yeah.
That's one of the key staples to a really good designer. So this foam here is going into a package. So I think we're making 1,000 units of that box. It's basically going into a box to kind of kit items. So it's a cosmetic company that's launching a package and they're launching a new kind of cosmetic and they're sending it out to influencers. Everything's gonna come off the lasers and before it goes into assembly, it's gonna get quality checked. So on this rack, ready to be quality checked, we have all different kinds of things. We have some journals that are gonna go out. It looks like an order for a couple hundred journals. We have a different one for classic journals that's gonna get checked here. So the team will check this, make sure there's no defects. They'll recut things if it needs to be recut. The really nice thing also about lasers and about how we're manufacturing is our defect rate is typically less than 2%. So we're really efficient using the material. As you'll see some of these cutouts in the material, they're using almost the entire sheet of material as well. These are orders that have been quality checked, assembled, quality checked one last time, and they're ready for pick pack shipping. So these are a couple e-com orders that are ready to get shipped out now. So this is someone that went on the website. They ordered a handful of the custom rocks glass sets, which we'll show you. We're also doing glass engraving here. So there's, on the inside of here is 2 low ball glasses with the logo. It goes into the box that we made as well, and this will get shipped out.
So this is a really fun project. We're doing it for a very large automobile manufacturer who every time you purchase one of these vehicles in the year of 2025, you're going to get your keys in one of these boxes, and they're going to be planting a tree through our Buy One, Plant One program for every vehicle sold. So for those people out there that are into large trucks, let's say maybe for commercial vehicles, they'll be getting one of these.
Keep your eye out, right?
Yeah,
I love it. We just got done walking through the factory, saw the process. Here we have a finished product showing the raw material, engraving, cut, assembled, ready to go. Well, Ben, take us back. I know Woodchuck started, if I have my facts right, 2012.
Yep.
You're at the University of Minnesota.
Yep.
You're an architecture student.
Yep.
And you get the idea to make skins for iPhones,
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah, totally. Yeah. So I was working 2 or 3 jobs at the time to pay for college. And one of my jobs was making architectural models at Cunningham Group late at night. So I'd go there from 10 o'clock when I got done with my other job. I'd work until about 2 in the morning. And one of the days I was rollerblading. I shattered my iPhone, and it was like, oh, I'll just take this wood sticker, which is kind of how you make architectural models,
Sure.
and stick that on my phone. Well, I was at cheer practice the next day, and a couple of my buddies were like, oh, hey, I'll buy one of those for $20 or a case of beer or whatever. And anyway, I just started selling them here and there for $20 or a case of beer. And I was looking at going to grad school, and I actually had 2 offers for a full ride to go to grad school, for architecture school. And I asked both my mentors at the time, I said, hey, should I go to grad school for architecture, or should I start this wood phone case business? And both of them were architecture professionals, incredibly successful, and both of them said, go start a business. You're going to learn more in 2 years than you will in architecture school. In worst case scenario, you can always go back to architecture school.
Yeah.
So
Surprising.
yeah,
Great advice, though.
It was great advice.
Yeah.
It was great advice, and honestly, it's very, very true. Yeah, even if it wouldn't have worked out, I would have learned a ton from a business perspective. But within a couple months, we ended up getting into all 1,800 Target stores with our iPad skins, which we thought was a huge blessing. But we didn't realize we signed up for consignment, which we did not know at the time, meant you need to make all the product, you put it on their shelves, and if it sells, they'll pay you. Well, we didn't really realize that. So we made all this product, we sent it into their stores, and the product didn't sell through because it was way too expensive. People honestly didn't really know what it was. It was a wood sticker for your iPad. So anyway, we shortly after that, we're trying to think, hey, how do we actually, keep this business going? And we watched a Simon Sinek TED Talk called Start With Why. And it's people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. And that's kind of where we really solidified our mission: nature back to people, jobs back to America, quality back to products. And when we did that, we started thinking, well, how else can we make stuff, or what else can we make to put out into the market so we don't have to go start working at McDonald's, basically.
Right.
And we had Red Bull actually reach out, Red Bull headquarters in the US here, and said, hey, I saw your iPad skins. Can you put our logo on it, and can you put a bunch of athletes' names on it and have them to California in a couple days? And we were like, we don't have anything else going on, so absolutely. So we did it, and we brought them out there in corporate gifting, really, and that's where we got into the corporate gifting space, and that was our stronghold from then until now, honestly. We still do a significant amount of corporate gifting.
So I imagine at some point things shifted, because this was one product, you were maybe doing some laser etching,
Yep.
engraving,
Yep.
and then you had to invest in manufacturing equipment.
Yep.
When did that shift happen to go from this one product to a full-fledged manufacturing company?
So we started out with one laser cutter.
Okay.
It really just kind of slowly progressed. And every time we got an order, rather than spending it on payroll, which we didn't pay ourselves for the first probably, 8 years or something, we would just buy more equipment. And we just continued to reinvest in the company and build out the manufacturing facility you see today. So,
one thing that I saw was interesting, you had talked about an example, and I think it was you work with some Etsy shops or maybe small Shopify stores.
Yep.
And I think the example was a cutting board manufacturer that had just exploded, and they couldn't keep up with demand. They were making it out of their garage, probably a similar story to when you started.
That's 100% right.
And they came to you, or somehow you were able to offer to be the contract manufacturer. Kind of a full circle moment for you is, You started off as that. Now you're the person providing the manufacturing output for this company.
100%. It aligns with our core values of bringing jobs back to America. There's a lot of great e-commerce companies out there, whether they're glass etching or whether they're cutting boards or whatever it is, that essentially it is really hard to scale a manufacturing facility. I can tell you firsthand, it's really hard. But what we decided is, hey, why don't we be an outlet for them, and it's good for us, it's good for them. We can help them scale. They can focus on sales and marketing for their specific niche. Right. For example, that specific niche is individual real estate individuals selling homes to people. So they'll go on and they'll customize, hey, here's a picture of, Bob and Jill, and they just bought this house. They'll upload the picture, they'll send back artwork. Well, making it was a challenge for them. So now they're able to just focus on sales and marketing. We're able to manufacture for them. It's a great relationship. We're able to add more jobs here back in the States and add more quality back to products.
Yeah. So obviously you guys started off, you had the iPhone scans, you've grown out, you're helping smaller shops with manufacturing. What does the mix look like today? Like what are your biggest drivers or the biggest parts of the business?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, so we have a couple different verticals, as we call them here, but packaging is a large vertical for us. So we're doing packaging for liquor companies. If you walk into Total Wine, probably half of the wood boxes that you see on the shelves there, we have something to do with or we're manufacturing. There's a lot of unique liquor companies launching. There's a lot of celebrities and famous people getting into liquor. Well, they'll launch a new liquor and we'll manufacture the influencer kits that get sent out. So, we just did one for, I think, Kylie Jenner, the 818 tequila. So we'll send out 500 units to all these influencers for their tequila launch. It's been very, very common. So that's a big part for us. Corporate gifting is still a huge stronghold for us. Variable data is what we're good at. You send us a list of 1,000 different names. We can put those names on in pick, pack, and drop ship them out to those individual locations from here. Contract manufacturing, as we talked about, we have a handful of those contracts now, ranging anywhere from wood pet urns all the way to glassware. So again, using our infrastructure here, sending those out. And then we also obviously have our e-commerce site. So B2C, if I want one journal with my name on it, or if I want one candle to give to my fiance for our engagement or something, I can do that on our website. Then the final one that we have is our custom interiors. So we're working primarily with architecture firms on making custom design laser panels, shipping those to the contractor, and then those get installed on site.
That's great. So Ben, where can people check you out? I mean, if they want to buy your products, if they want to do some corporate gifting, or they have a shop, they're exploding, they need someone with manufacturing chops, whether it's laser engraving, wood products, whatever it is.
The best place to start is woodchuckusa.com. So that is our B2C site. We also have some of our packaging information on there. And for unique projects, you can get in touch with our sales team on there as well. Our sales team is phenomenal. That's what drives the majority of our sales here. Our sales team and our design team are A+. So whether it's a sign you need for your company or whether you're doing 20,000 units of boxes for your new liquor that you're launching, reach out to our sales team and they can help.
If you got a wood product you need manufactured, Woodchuck USA.
Come to us.
Right?
Come to us. Yep, absolutely.
Well, Ben, appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
This has been great.
Thanks for coming out.
Yeah,
appreciate
take care.
it.